Rusty's Crypto Cave here. We are out in the shed. Still not a whole lot going on out here. The only thing that's really running are the S19s and the CMP cards and my two original Chaos Zeros that are overclocked to 160. These things have been solo mining, bugging them for God knows how long. And I may just flip them over to solo mine Caspa just for shits and giggles, who knows. Or just shut them down, throw them on eBay, see what I get for them. They're probably not really worth anything at all. I haven't even looked, but everything else is off, collecting dust. 3080 Founders are quite dusty. Still some pollen built up from spring and shit. Hell, spring's right around the corner now. It doesn't feel like it though, because it is 26 degrees outside and 52 in here. And overnight it got down to like 10 degrees. It was like borderline freezing in here. So I even thought about, instead of having the ASICs venting out those ports, even maybe dumping one of them inside the shed just to increase some heat inside the shed. But I think it's going to be, looking at the weather, it's going to be warming up the next few days, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that. Hopefully the extremely cold weather is done for, and we're on our way to spring. Still going to be cold, still can get snow, but like this single digit temps overnight and stuff like that, I think hopefully we're past that. Fingers crossed. So, but anyway, the goal for today, I'm going to get, I'm saying I'm going to be doing this for a while, but this rig here is the 2080 Ti's. That has been off for an eternity. So I'm going to pull this one out. May even do some rearranging and slide all the rest of these down. Ideally, it'd be nice to have, well, this is actually Octominer 1. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way across, just to have them in order so I know which ones are which right away. But since all of them are off right now, I have plenty of time to worry about that. So not a single Octominer is turned on. Every single one's off. Jazz Miner, believe it or not, that's still on. That thing's been running for shit, 2+ years, 3 years. I don't even know how, pretty much since I had it. So, and it's been pretty dang reliable. And out here in the shed, it does not scream nowhere near as bad as it did in the house. So it's cooler temps and stuff and a better airflow. That has worked out better. But yeah. So anyway, we're gonna get this guy out of here. Get those 2080 Ti's out, cleaned up, get them ready to sell. I think I mentioned it before. I might keep one in the Founders. I think I have 2 Founders in there. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe 2 of them are Founders cards. I might hang on to one of them. Just because they're the 20 series Founders cards are just nice looking cards. So, and yes, the IB-Link BMK3 and the S19J Pro Plus 120 still sitting there collecting dust as well. I gotta get that shroud kit off, and then this one's actually, I just need to basically clean that up if I'm going to sell it. It's not profitable. Probably loses about $1, $1.50 a day at my power rate, if not more, for the S19 anyway. So I don't know about turning it on, but because that one, that's the S19J Pro 104. That is on Brains, running at about 65 terahash at around 14 to 1500 watts, in that ballpark. And then the S19K Pro I actually have cranking at 135 just to get more heat going through it, because when it was running at 120, it would actually get some reboots and stuff because it was, temps kept on getting cold and not running very well. And like with the Epic control board and that dashboard, you would have like a lot of chips that would display red. So, but running at 135, it's been pretty good. Not as efficient, but it is what it is. So just burning some power there basically to stack some extra Bitcoin, which I can probably just buy as well and save money, but it is what it is. And then this CMP card rig is on Ergo, and that one was on Telest AI, but I recently swapped it over to Zealous just to stack some more Zealous. And then I have the 3070 Ti's that are in the house that are on Ergo. The 4070 Ti Super rig that was a salad rig is on Warthog. And the 3060 Ti's that replaced the 2070s, that's in the house, that is also on, that is on Zealous, I believe. I think I swapped that from Ergo to Zealous too. So, but anyway, let's get this rig pulled out. Hopefully I can kind of squeeze it out of there without moving a whole lot of stuff. And take a look at what we got. Alrighty, got her pulled out. She is dirty. Lots of pollen on the top of that guy. That's crusty. But the cards themselves actually don't, they're dirty, but I mean, not super, super terrible. I honestly was expecting to see it a little worse. Ooh, that's pretty bad there. Have to get that blown out, but 3 EVGAs, Founders, ROG Strix, EVGA, 2 more EVGAs, and another 2 Founders. So I do have 2 Founders 2080 Ti's, which I kind of thought I did, but I wasn't 100% sure. But I'm going to basically take this rig into the house, get it blown out, get her, and start pulling some of these cards out and getting them cleaned up. Which actually I might even just bring the blower out here and clean them up out here. I'm guessing there's like some oil residue down there, which my guess is from the thermal pads, is my guess, is what that's from. So we'll see about that, but yeah. Get some of these out, get them cleaned up, and see what we're going to do with them. Because, well, that's actually an EVGA 4-to-Win 3 on the end here. XC, XC2, XC. I'm not sure what that one is. If it did have a sticker on it, it's not there anymore. But it's definitely not as thick as these guys, the XCs and the XC2s. So I'm not 100% sure the model of that one, but it's an EVGA, so still nice cards. Just a little dirty and crusty. So we'll get them out, get them cleaned up, get them ready to sell, and then get this Octominer cleaned up and figure out what I'm going to do with it. So I could technically transfer the CMP cards from that one over to this one, but that one's been running pretty good, so I don't really want to mess it up, and so I might just leave them go and then see what happens. Maybe if I can find a deal on some cheap cards to put in here, or maybe gradually add some 178 X's if I want to, or something like that. So yeah, we'll figure something out to do with this Octominer. But for the time being, though, power it off, dirty as fuck, getting her cleaned up, and then getting these cards out and getting them ready to sell. So other than that, that's about it for today's video. We'll probably mess around here, shed a little bit. Maybe I'll slide these down and get that one off the floor into the shelf or something. Who knows, but I'm going to first work on these cards. So there's not a whole lot going on in GPU mining world. ASICs not so much either. I mean, yeah, the Aleo ASICs come out, but I am not touching those with a 10-foot stick. Because I'll actually have to do another video on the AL0 and the RX0. And just to show how bad of a purchase they were, because those son of a bitches are never going to break even unless we get some massive price increases. So yeah, that'll be a preview for the next video. But for this one, this one's about done. Just going to splice this in the end here, but yeah, this is one of the Founders cards, all cleaned up. This is a nice looking graphics card, so I might hang on to one, keep it as a display piece in the shelf in the basement once I get like more of a proper like studio recording area set up type deal. I actually kind of wish I would have kept one of my original RX 580s and had that as a display piece, just as like a little memento. But I did sell all those on eBay back in 21, which I'll go through my eBay account history, see if I could post a screenshot of what I sold them for, because it was stupid money. So that's why I sold them all. I sold all my 480s, and they're not 480s, 580 4 gigs and 580 5 gigs. I had mostly Asus duals, and I think I had about 6 Sapphire Nitros. But look at all that crustiness on there. Yes, these need a good cleaning. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. They've been in there for a while. And then the case needs itself. Now this one, these two have a Allen head screw for whatever reason. Pretty much like the same type of screws you use in the beta frames. So I need to go track down one of those Allen wrenches. They probably have a bazillion of them somewhere. But of course none out here that I know of. I was just looking around. So yeah, now we'll actually end the video. And we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.